From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Well upfield across the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That was good.
No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted. Out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. The Browns did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They run the option on second down. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Watson changing to play. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 49 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cooper, the man in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 38. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And pass complete to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Nothing too fancy, just to carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And just shutting him off there. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run here with Pacheco. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They go up the middle with Chubb. Now the ball comes loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A give right side for Pacheco. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks. Come on with that.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
That's how it's done.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. On first down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. This ball deep for Tony. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Watson on first down. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan